international law and on the Arab and Islamic countries. And this step, it's not legal, and it's a threatening of the stability in the Middle East. In addition, on undermining the two countries and destroy the peace process, and at the same time, all the risky implications, and this will destroy the American role as a middle contribution for the peace process. And there are many procedures have been taken into considerations, and the resolutions, it's been taken into consideration as well for the League Council, and it's been disseminated for all the media officials. And I give the word now to His Excellency Secretary General, and for the media and journalists and the questions. Why, if the United States continue for their position and their resolution, and why Iraq is against that too? Actually, this resolution was adopted. After being adopted, we heard that there is some Iraqi preservations. We are waiting the reasons of these preservations and these rejections from the Iraqi side. I couldn't hear you. What if the United States to reject their resolutions, and maybe they are going to continue with more than what they are taking? What are you going to do? We actually met today to deal with this resolutions. This is illegal resolutions. It's contradictory with the international legislations, and we have to take the steps for discussions. There was a meeting. It took long because the importance of the Arab foreign ministers, Al-Quds is the issue important to all of us and all the colleagues. They had very clear opinions, and we are all going to work to follow with this issue and its implications. The main objective is the right of the Palestinians to establish their own states, Palestine, and the capital, it's the Al-Quds for the 67 borders. This resolution has been taken by the Arab League states, was very clear, and it has many parts. The first part is to explaining in very clear language this resolution is rejected, and the Arab League states it's rejecting with all the implications. This is the first position. The second positions, the Arab Leagues also they agreed many resolutions, and there is a delegations that emerge from the Arab peace initiatives, and this delegations are going to deal with the international society and follow up with these resolutions, and to agree on one step to ensure there is one effective movement, serious movement to go forward, one step forward for the rights of Palestinians to face these resolutions. There is a movement of the Security Councils, there is a movement of the effective powers, and also we are agreed that the ministerial councils to meet after 1 month to evaluate the situations and take steps. And one of them is have one Arab summit in Jordan. We are dealing with the difficult situation, but we don't want to have this situation to get more difficult. Our deal and our way to deal with it is not only banners, it's not only shouting, and we are looking for effective results to stop the implications took by the United States government, even though that our positions that we warned that not to take this kind of resolutions. The United States took their resolutions. Our interest is very clear, to go one step ahead for benefit of the Palestinians. The issue is positions and actions, and we are agreed now. We are going to evaluate and go ahead for these objectives and see what are the mechanisms to follow with coordinations, absolute coordinations with the Palestinians. Brother, Al-Quds, it's their Quds. The land is their land, and we are to them, and we are beside them. We do our best to go forward, effective, real, and to go far away as much as we could from any problems. Al-Quds, it's not tenders, it's not auctions. Anything related to Al-Quds, it's one line. We all have one positions. We are all disagreeing and rejecting of what's happened, and we are doing our best because to stop all the negative implications or any other similar legal issues. And a few steps is going to also taken into considerations, and all of it is the practical steps, deal with the current situations, and then after that we go and meet again after 1 month and evaluate of what's happened. And according to that evaluation, we're going to take the forward steps. And after a few days, there is an Islamic conference, and we are doing step by step with the benefit of the Palestinians, and this is the Arabic interest as well. Prime Minister, please go ahead. Thank you. When I came this evening to this meeting, my objective it's to establish the positions connected to the Arab groups and also to specify the group of procedures, or anything that I would like to say in the first part in establishing and stabling these positions. I gained as a foreign minister of Palestine everything that I was looking for in establishing these positions, and this meeting results is the harmony, complete harmony of the Arab positions from the complete of this issue specifically, and there was a great harmony and coordinations. And when we trying to specify the procedures, of course there was some disagreement for the evaluation, and also we adopted at the end steps that started gradually towards we are start a few steps, we evaluate those steps, and we connected it into other activities in parallel of the level of the Islamic, and maybe that could happen in other levels as well. And we go back again to evaluate, and according to that evaluate, we specify what are the other future steps that we could take. And what happened today in this meeting is the agree on the anything that as the Arab League, as an Arab group, to evaluate, and at the same time we don't want to to go faster of what's going to happen in the Arab summit. We wanted to wait it and we see the outcome of this summit, and then we're going to try to connect these outcomes with the outcomes of the Islamic Summit, and especially that we are all Arab countries, we're going to be there as well in the Arab Summit, in the IOC, and also we're going to be rediscuss this issue, and also we do another type of steps to be more complete to this collections of steps that we already started this evening and to work with the Arab League. Your Excellency, the Minister, today there was discussions about the United States. They lost their they were prejudiced and biased with the in 2002 resolution. Do you think that the peace process, is the United States going to be isolated from that process or not? Now the resolution, it should not lose the first article on the first page. It says that these transformations of the United States policy toward the Al-Quds, it's very dangerous, very risky, and the United States put themselves in a very prejudiced position, and this is a violation of the United Nations resolutions, and they isolated themselves as a middle active in the peace process. This is very important because the Palestinian leaderships, they decided in the currently they are not ready.
You're watching TRT World. I'm Richard Davies. This is a live news conference from Cairo where members of the Arab League have been holding an emergency meeting to discuss US President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Now, the Arab states have urged the US to abandon that decision to recognize Jerusalem as the Israeli capital. They say that the move is a dangerous violation of international law. Let's go back to the news conference now and hear what they're having to say.
Reconciliation. This is something to do with the United States. The Palestinian side directly are connected to this issue. They decided, and the decisions, they gave him this support. This is the response to the question. So that's mean the peace initiatives is going to be reviewed. This is the Arab traditional positions from 2002. And the peace initiative says the land for the peace. And at the end, this is the Arab idea. The Arabs, if they try to withdraw or freeze the peace process, it's like they are shooting themselves with bullets because there's no alternative. The Arab peace initiatives came in very different situations from the situation that are living today. The Arab peace initiatives become parts, main parts in the peace resource, and it's been adopted one of the Security Council's 1,555 resolutions. No one can finish this or eliminate this peace of process initiatives. This is very important. Resolutions is within the international law, and this has been issued by the United Nations. We look at it, we respect it. Some other countries, they don't respect the law and resolutions from the Security Councils. We are, as Arab a group, we respect and we deal with it, and we still consider it as one of the bases of the peace process and one of the main resources of the peace. As what they said, there is excellencies, this is the Arab positions, and this is one of the main issues belong to the Arab and Islamic world, to give the right to Palestinians. The Arab peace initiatives, it says we need independent states for the 67 borders, and the capital is Al-Quds. This is what it says, and put many procedures and steps on the table to deal with. And at the end, this initiative is part of the international procedures for negotiations that's a target to give the light for Palestinians, and the Arabs are like respecting these initiatives. We cannot say that we like we are not going to believe in this or any like resources that become one of the bases that the Arab efforts and international efforts to be built on. This initiative's been adopted for many like Security Council's resolutions, and it's been internationally supported, and it works for the benefit of Arabs. And there is Arabs. The Arab says how the Arab seeks to achieve peace, and the peace that we are asking, and to give the right for Palestinians and to protect it, we are hold to it. A question. Your Excellency, General Secretary, you said that there is a feeling for the United States that are isolated for these resolutions, and you said to form ministry committee. Is there any special opinion or visions that there is like United States and the and the European society? Also, like all these, to help the issue of Al-Quds in the current stage. If you look to the resolution in general, you will find that it's rejecting the American approach and emphasizing the idea of the Al-Quds is the capital of Palestine, and it says that the United States it's isolated, and with this isolation they get themselves out from the peace process. It's like this is the like is putting a trend for the Arab action. What is that trend? This is like Arabs, they should go to the Security Councils and they should give a decision there, and they might say like this action of the United States is outside the frame of the international law and the international legislation. Here, this is the inharmony, the contradictory of the 14 members in the Security Council and the USA. Yesterday, we noticed that there's 14 countries, they are talking about rejecting this resolution. After that, the resolutions, it says that the Arab approach is not only Security Council, but as well as the targeted states in the General Assembly. And you can have that some Arab ideas, which is the create the Palestine on 67 border, and at the end, the whole issue, it's there. And after 1 month, Arab will go back again to meet. And between this month period, there is process to follow up with the international sides, with the international meetings. That will give the Arabs burdens and in like a long-term war, and maybe that's the there's 50 years for the invasion of Al-Quds so far, and the Arab groups meeting about 50 hours after the resolutions of the United States. So this is like a fight. It's continuing fight, continuing war. As like what His Excellency says, it is a gradually going up war. And there is a committee, and this committee will work on, for example, tonight, this resolution is going to be sent to the United Nations as the Security Council document, and this will give the ground for the action for the Arab. So it's a process, it's gradual process, step by steps in the time frame. 12 and go back again to meet after 1 month, and to hold the meeting of this month, there is an exceptional summit for the Arab leaders this month. Yes, it's possible. And the Jordanian minister, yes, there is a summit, exceptional summit will be held in Jordan. After the end of this month, maybe any time. We said the Arab League and also to go back after 1 month from today date and agree on future steps within the exceptional Arab summit in Jordan. After 1 month, the Council also will discuss the steps, anything that's been crystallized, and if there is anything that will happen, Jordan will be ready for the Arab Summit. Anything that Your Highness and Your Excellencies mentions, we are in a political movement. It starts today, and this can continue. After 1 month, it grew a bunch of steps on the level of media and Security Council, the General Assembly with the country, with the effective capitals, and the Islamic Summit that coming soon. So anything that happened today and after 30 days from today, and the Council will agree, and the moments that have any other steps, we are all obligated to follow up with these steps and any benefit that could be for us and for the Arabs to deal with this very critical situation. Last question, please. You are you want to sleep here, I think. You all want to sleep here tonight. What if the Trump's resolution, it's not my lord. So do you think this is the beginning of the disagreement? And also there is 14 states. What are the coming steps? And what is the position of the international society in this matter? We are not to undermine the steps that have been adopted today in this meeting. When we talk about to go to the Security Councils and to submit the resolution project that asking the Security Council to reject the American resolutions, and this is a very important step. We understand and that this is a step to go to the Security Council needs action, heavy work action, and it needs a vote inside the Security Council, and the possibility there is an American veto, and this is can be expected. That's mean we are going to train, could go back again, and maybe third time and fourth times until the Security Councils are not helping us and working with us to protect peace, and then we'll go to the General Assembly in different frame that ask for peace. We understand also that there is some specifications exist in the United Nations that might stop of what we are looking for and stand in front of what we are looking for. But we are going to work according to the law and to the regulations for the United Nations charters of what mean demand of the Palestinians level. This is an important issue. The visits that we are going to do to the many capitals of the world, this is going to activate their positions to be more able to take better positions, independent positions, to specify, have international resources, and also based on the other international resolutions, and to have the Palestinian states and independent states of Palestine. These steps, at least, that can ensure to us the coming period of time and to be busy with this action. And also, we are doing our best to achieve what is being demanded from us on the Palestinian interest and level.